Alright, well, this is slightly terrifying, but here goes nothing. Seems counterintuitive to drill a hole in your boat. This might be one of the best upgrades that you can install on your small boat. Welcome back to Johnson Skiff Adventures. Today, I'm going to be installing a telescoping dive and swim ladder onto our Carolina Skiff 19 that you see here in the background. And this completely changes getting in and out of the water. Complete game changer. This is a stainless telescoping sport/dive ladder that I got from Marine Depot Direct. And it's made by Whitewater Marine Hardware. And a huge shout out to Marine Depot Direct for gifting me this item that you see in the video today. Super stoked to get this installed on our boat. Thank you guys so much. And make sure you check the description below for your 15% off discount code from Marine Depot Direct. Discount code in the description, MD Johnson 15 will get you 15% off your order with Marine Depot Direct. Check it out. Go check out their company. They have so much boating hardware, stainless stuff, really top of the line, all kinds of items you could use for your boat. So I'd say check them out, use the discount code, and have fun shopping. So we're going to be installing this on the transom of my Carolina Skiff 19, and I'm going to walk you through step by step that process and what it takes to install one of these. If you've ever tried getting back into a skiff without a ladder, you already know it's not easy, especially if you're swimming, diving, or even just hanging out at the sandbar. This is going to be a huge improvement. So this is the 3-step telescoping ladder that I got from them, and it's just secured by this bungee cord. And when you're ready to deploy this, all you got to do is remove the bungee, and it really self-deploys. Drops down, you got plenty of foot space to climb back into your boat, supports up to 400 pounds, and stows very easily. Bungee back on it, and you're good to keep cruising. They have a couple different brackets that they sell along with these ladders that have different depths to them in case you have some kind of lip like we have on our boat that we need to kind of get around in order to get up into our boat. It comes with this quick release pin that you just twist and pull out, and it's going to be secured with the leash to the actual mount. Super easy, super quick, and super heavy duty. Feels really solid. Stoked to get this on the boat. So first thing we're going to do is decide where exactly on our transom we're going to be mounting this. Want to make sure, obviously, you're hitting the full width of your transom on the inside. Also make sure you're clearing your engine. Make sure that nothing is in the way there. So I think something right about here is going to be our best bet. Maybe even a little higher, like right in here. So I'm going to get this marked and get to drilling some holes. Right about here. Gonna kind of level that off and throw a couple marks in here. All right, well, this is slightly terrifying, but here goes nothing. Seems counterintuitive to drill a hole in your boat. At least there's dry wood in there, that's cool. All right, number 2. All right, number 3. And number 4. All right, so I did a quick dry fit on there. Everything looked great. We're going to be using 3M 5200 today as our sealant. We're going to fill into our holes in here, and then also we're going to coat the bolts and put a bead around the outside of our mount as well, just so everything is safe and secured, waterproof, good to go. So I'm first going to pump a little of this just into the holes here so that when we push our bolts through, we'll have some good seal all the way through there. And then I will get some on the bolts for sure, and then run a bead around the whole mount. Do these top 2 bolts first. I don't know if you can see this, sorry. Trying to get this stuff on there so I can get it all installed quickly. Now we're mounting this using stainless hardware. It doesn't come with that, but I just went to the hardware store, got the bolts I needed, washers, and the nuts. And you definitely want to use a sealant to keep the water out. We're using the 5200. Super strong, watertight, all around, great product. All right, so I got front two bolts and kind of a bead around there. We're gonna get this in and then hopefully be able to, actually, I think we're just gonna get all the bolts on there. Put a little on here. If we can get these to all line up like our dry fit was, and get these on there. Beautiful. Let me show you what it looks like in here. We have our bolts covered. I'm just gonna seal a little bit more inside there and then put our washers and nuts on and we should be good to go. So we're just gonna get these tightened on there. Looking good. And I'm just gonna check these by hand just to make sure everything is nice and tight. And even all around. We get that good squeeze out there. I don't know if you can see that, but we got the good squeeze of 5200. Yeah, good squeeze. Nice. Well, that went on there pretty good. You can see we got a nice bead to come out almost all the way around where we had that 5200. So I'm just gonna kind of clean that up a bit, make sure it's sealed all the way around. And then on the inside is what it looks like here. Clean off some 5200 and should be good to go. So we got the mount all installed. I think it looks nice. Got a nice good sealant all the way around. And inside, everything's sealed up great. Stoked about it. Let's get this ladder on there. So one of the nice things about this ladder is that it's so compact that you can store it almost anywhere on your boat. And then when you're ready to deploy it, you can do it either if you're in the water, someone can hand it to you, you can slide it right on here, or even from the boat, you can reach right over, slide that down, and then it's just a matter of taking your pen and sliding it through. And then there's a locking position on the side, and your ladder is fully attached. It's not like a super tight fit, it's not designed that way, but it is secure. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how this thing deploys. You just take your bungee and pretty much self-deploys. And then you have a nice sturdy up to 400-pound ladder to get you back into your boat safely when you're out having fun, or even in case of emergency. If you fall out of your boat, you have a nice easy way to get back in. And then storing it, just as easy. Pull it up, pull your bungee. You can have it off your boat, stowed away, and good to go. Overall, I think this is going to be an awesome product. Super solid, easy to deploy, and way easier than trying to climb over the side to get back in your boat. If you've got a skiff or small boat, highly recommend getting this ladder, putting it on the transom, having a really solid solution for getting in and out of the water. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if there's any other upgrades that you'd recommend for this boat. Excited to hear from you. And again, huge thanks to Marine Depot Direct. Couldn't do this without you guys. Thanks for the gift. Go check out their website. Discount code in the comments, MD Johnson 15. Go spend some money, get 15% off, and add some sick upgrades to your boat. If you guys have any other questions about the install, drop a question in the comments. We'll be happy to chat with you about it. Well, as you can probably tell by my shirt, it's getting hot out here. Bugs are starting to eat me alive, so I'm going to get out of here. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.